guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with an exciting video of some morally gray heroes in romance novels. I love morally gray. I should have been wearing my Hello Lovely morally gray sweatshirt. I literally have a sweatshirt that says my favorite color is morally gray. But these are all heroes that are interesting because they do bad things, but also you kind of see a reason for it and you're like, but like, are you really a bad person? They're morally gray. You're doing some bad things, but I also really like you. And he does everything for the heroine, so you question whether like it's okay for the guy to be doing that, and you start falling for the villain basically. So I have a list, but before I get into that, I have a really exciting package I want to show you because I did get some sweatshirts from someone who sent them to me. This is not sponsored, but this is my second group of shirts from them, and it is for a book. I'm not including this video because I talk about it too much. You guys all know that I love it, so I'm not including it, though it fits this video perfectly, and that is stuff for Manacled or just Hermione fanfiction in general. So I'm gonna pull these out. This was sent to me from Fandom Planet Studios. I do have a code for you. It is Jessica25 if you want 25% off. So I'm gonna show you these real quick. We have 3 goodies that I'm really excited for. So we have a t-shirt that I got, and it is this one right here. It is Malfoy Ride or Die. I'm obsessed. I love it so much. If you guys know Hermione fanfiction at all, you know that Draco and pretty much every fanfiction is definitely morally gray. We have this one, which is Property of the High Reeve. If you've read Manacled, you know. I'm obsessed. And then the last one's from a fanfic I have not read yet, but I'm gonna read it. So it is Fresh Start Cafe on the front, and then it has it on the back. So I love this shop so much. Now I have 6 pieces from them. I have 2 other sweatshirts and a t-shirt that are all Hermione specific, and the sweatshirts I have also are Manacled specific. So if you love Draco and you're a fanfic fan and you like Hermione fanfiction, check them out. Like I said, Jessica25 for 25% off your order. Go check it out. I just want to share them because I'm really excited about that shop and I love supporting small businesses. So like I said, it is not sponsored. I don't get any money from anything, just these free shirts to show you and just wear all the time. So check them out. But I have 7 books to share with you. So the first one I have is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. So I'm not finished with this yet. This is actually the book that inspired this video because I am obsessed with it right now, and the hero in this is for sure morally gray. So this is a society where if you don't have powers, you're killed. Like, you are not allowed to exist. So the hero's power is that he can take, not like steal, but he can use other people's powers. So he can, just by like being in your presence, know exactly what power you have and use it himself. So that means when he's in your presence, if you don't have powers, he knows you don't. So the heroine in here does not have powers, and she has been living on the streets. She is very, very smart though, so she uses her ability to like observe to act like she has some sort of like mind magic. So the hero, his job is to literally kill the people who don't have powers. And he is the prince, and he does that, and people are like super scared of him, and he meets the heroine, and she actually ends up saving his life, and he's like, but you don't have powers. And she tries to show him she does, lying to him obviously. So they are actually thrown together in a certain situation, and she has to be around him a lot and pretend she has these powers that she doesn't have. So that's the premise so far, and I'm loving this so much. And the hero, you're like, you literally kill people, but he kind of shows that he doesn't really love what he's doing, and I don't know where this story is gonna go, but so far I'm loving it because someone that's definitely like super, super feared by everybody, but I can tell he's just gonna burn down the world for the heroine, and I cannot wait to finish this. So Powerless by Lauren Roberts, definitely. If it's annoying you too, I broke a nail and I cannot stand it, so I'm so sorry if that's at all bothering you. The next one is a pirate romance. So I do have a mix of fantasy and contemporary. So this one is a Ship of Bones and Teeth by Karina Halley. This one, the beginning is very slow, but like once you get really into it, you get so into this book, and the hero is a pirate. So the heroine, it's pretty much a Little Mermaid retelling, but like if Eric was the horrible, awful, abusive person. And so the heroine, she is with Eric, and I don't remember if that was actually, yeah, it's A-E-R-I-K. So she is with him, and they are on this boat trip together. She absolutely hates her life. She hates everything she gave up for to be with this guy. Like, she gave up all of her mermaid life before, and the mermaids in here are like the bad mermaids from like folktale stuff, not like the the Disney version of Ariel. So what happens is they get attacked by pirates, and she is like, yes, this is like the perfect opportunity for me to get out of the situation, and she is dark. She definitely qualifies as morally gray, but she also falls in love with the pirate that kidnaps her, and he is definitely morally gray as well, and we figure out some really cool things fantasy-wise about these characters. So he really wants to track down this sea witch, and she says that she can help, so it's this journey that they go on, very pirate atmospheric. I had so much fun reading this book, and I really like the dynamic between the hero and the heroine. So if you want a pirate morally gray hero, check this one out. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about this briefly because this is my favorite book in the series, and I know it's a super hyped series, but I put off reading this for so long and I'm obsessed, and that is Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. If you have not read this book yet, please do. I put it off for like over a year, and I finally read it, and I'm obsessed. And Christian is the head of a security company, and he starts fake dating Stella, our heroine, because she is a social media influencer and she wants to get more followers because she was just fired from her job, and she feels like she's just stuck in a rut, and she's almost at 1 million but has like been on the cusp of 1 million followers for so long, and notices people really care about couples and like love lives. So she wants to date someone but keeps on striking out, and Christian sees that she's trying to date people, and he offers her to date him, and that'll be good for him for a specific reason. So they end up fake dating, and it is so good. And Christian, he's very rich, he owns a security company, and he is very much touch when you die. Like, he literally kills someone for touching her, and that's the only reason he killed this man. So it was just like, oh my god, you like really shouldn't be doing that, but also why do we find that attractive? Because we do. So I loved his character in here so much, and definitely recommend picking this up if you haven't yet. I also have My Dark Romeo. This one definitely has those bad boy vibes that I feel like if you like Anna Huang, you'd really like this book. He basically tricks her into having to marry him because he wants revenge on something. So just from the start, he's not a good guy, and he is definitely manipulating the heroine, and it's very much kind of like historical romance times where if you get like caught in a compromising position, you're gonna have to get married because of like the social status of everything happening. And so she is tricked into being caught in a compromising position with him, but it is contemporary. But he is super rich, and they fight a lot and push each other's buttons, but obviously they're gonna fall like madly in love. So this one was a lot of fun with another morally gray billionaire. I feel like it works so well when they're very rich as well. I also have Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen. This one is actually a sister duo who writes this, and this is a Beauty and the Beast Why Choose retelling. So the heroine is with a really awful guy like Gaston, and she goes after her father, who disappears into the woods because he claims like her mom was kidnapped by fairies, and so people think he's crazy. She follows him and stumbles upon this castle, and that is where her dad is kidnapped. She offers to trade places, and so it's the heroes that are there. I think there's 4. I'm pretty sure that there's going to be 5 heroes because one of them is going to be like the actual villain of the story, which I'm very excited for. So the 4 are princes of seasons, and they are cursed, and like everybody's cursed, and they're trying their best to like become uncursed, and they have an enemy who has to do with why one of the heroes is like really brooding and mean, and I'm pretty sure that that guy is also going to be in love with her. So she agrees to help them find like their true loves so that their curses are broken, and she stays in this castle. So they're obviously like not good guys. They're keeping her hostage. They are really angry at the world because they've been cursed for so long. They're all coping in different ways from what happened to them, and I'm so excited to see like this actual villain also become part of the Why Choose scenario, because I've seen a lot of TikToks they've done, and it's specifically for a scene that's not even in the first book. So I'm pretty sure that's going to happen in the second book, and I'm very excited to see it because the third book has not come out yet. But this is a really fun Beauty and the Beast retelling series, fantasy, that I would definitely recommend picking up. Then we have Wolf by Penelope Black. This is another Why Choose romance, and this one is just slow in the beginning but gets like so messy and good in the end, and it was like so entertaining to read. The heroine's mom gets remarried, and I think she had like called her on her dad's like the day that he died, like the anniversary of his death, and she's really sad, and so she wants to go visit her mom because her mom doesn't really pay attention to her that much, and it's hard to get into because I'm not following like where this romance is going. But then she starts falling for her stepbrother and these guys that are like kind of kind of considered her stepbrother, but like not really like actually related to this guy. And she has a different relationship with each of them. And so she starts falling for one. And that's all I want to say. But there's also the mafia mixed into here. So they are involved in some really bad things. Like there's a lot of action in here because at one point these bad people are there and they all pull out weapons and are able to defend themselves. And she's like, what have I gotten myself into? Like, what the heck is going on? And I really love the development of her one relationship with one of the guys. In the end, had me like dying for more. This audio is also really fun. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely check out the audiobook for this. So I have one more to chat about, and that is going to be one because the next book in the series should be coming out sometime soon, from what I've heard, and that is Dead Man Walking by Gianna Darling. I feel like I don't see a ton of people talking about the series anymore because it's been so long. Caution of the Wind was supposed to come out last year, but it has been put off. I think it was spring 2022 was the original release date, but it should be coming out soon. So if you have not yet, please pick up Dead Man Walking. Priest is like the person who takes people out for the motorcycle club he's part of. So he is the one who tortures people and unalives them, and he is definitely a very dark character, and his relationship with Bia is just so interesting because they are so opposite from one another, but she is not scared at all of the dark and the dangerous. She's very intrigued by it, and he does bad things, and he loves the heroine so much. So this one's definitely very long, but Gianna is such a poetic writer and I loved it so much. So if you have not read the series yet, it's definitely full of like all morally gray men, but this one specifically I think is the most dark man in the series. So definitely pick the series up if you had not had the chance to yet. And those are some morally gray characters that I really love. All the heroes who do bad things, but sometimes have a good reason, but also do it to show their love for their heroine, which I'm always a fan of. So check these out. Let me know if you have any other morally gray heroes that you love. Leave them in the comments down below. I would love to know. And make sure that you check out the shop for some amazing Hermione shirts and sweatshirts and merch. So I'll link it down below with my coupon code. Check them out. And that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.